Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news coming out of Borno State today. Iswap, the Islamic State's West Africa province, has reportedly faced a major defeat in a fierce battle around the Lake Chad area. This is a significant development in the ongoing fight against extremist groups in northeastern Nigeria. Reports suggest that around 200 Iswap fighters were neutralized during this clash, which is considered one of the heaviest blows against the group in recent months. Now, this is not just any fight. The battle appears to be part of a growing conflict between Iswap and its rival group, Boko Haram. These groups have a long and complicated history. Even though Iswap is an offshoot of Boko Haram, tensions between them have escalated over territory and control of strategic areas, and Lake Chad has become a major flashpoint. Why is this important? Well, Lake Chad is not just a water body, it is a strategic region that provides access, mobility, and influence to whoever controls it. Islands in the lake are critical for the operations of these groups. With this defeat, Iswap has reportedly lost control of some key positions, and Boko Haram may be gaining leverage in the area. Let me remind everyone watching, if you find this update useful, please smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more real-time news updates. Share your thoughts in the comments section too. Your engagement helps keep the channel strong and active. Now, the reasons behind this clash are multiple. First, there is the territorial control factor. Both groups want to dominate Lake Chad, and this has led to some of the fiercest fighting in the region. Second, Iswap is facing pressure not only from Boko Haram, but also from the Nigerian military. The Nigerian army, under ongoing operations like Operation Hadin Kai, has been actively targeting Iswap hideouts. There have been precise airstrikes, clearing out logistics hubs, destroying weapons caches, and disrupting mobility. These coordinated efforts have weakened Iswap and may have contributed to the high number of casualties reported. This defeat is more than just numbers. Losing around 200 fighters impacts Iswap's ability to operate effectively in the region. Fewer fighters mean less control, less influence, and potentially a reduced capacity to plan and execute attacks. On the other hand, Boko Haram may see this as an opportunity to strengthen their positions and influence in areas previously contested by Iswap. Again, I want to remind everyone watching to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support helps me bring you these important updates every day. The consequences of this battle are significant. For civilians living around Lake Chad, there is both hope and concern. Hope because a weakened Iswap could mean less threat in their daily lives, but concern because clashes like these often displace communities and disrupt livelihoods. Security forces are monitoring the area closely to ensure civilians are protected, but the situation remains tense. This battle is also part of a larger picture. Earlier in the year, Nigerian troops have repelled coordinated attacks by both Iswap and Boko Haram in various locations in Borno and Yobe states. There have been multiple successful operations, with security forces neutralizing commanders and fighters, recovering weapons, and even securing surrenders. These victories, along with the recent defeat of Iswap in Lake Chad, demonstrate the growing effectiveness of intelligence-driven military operations. As we continue watching, the key questions remain. Can Iswap recover from this setback? Will Boko Haram solidify their gains, or will there be more shifts in control? How will this affect civilians and regional stability? These are the questions that will shape the next chapters of this ongoing conflict. Remember, if you find this information valuable, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss future updates. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think this defeat means for Iswap? Is this the turning point in the region? I would love to hear your opinions. This defeat also shows a shift in the dynamics of extremist groups. For a long time, Iswap has been seen as a highly organized and resilient force. But repeated losses, airstrikes, and pressure from rival groups are testing their strength. If this trend continues, we might see Iswap struggling to maintain the influence it once held in northeastern Nigeria. At the same time, Boko Haram, often seen as a smaller but persistent group, could capitalize on these developments. This may lead to new territorial conflicts or even alliances forming in response. The next few months will be critical for both the military and these extremist groups. Stay with me because there is more to this story. Not only are the military operations ongoing, but humanitarian concerns are rising. Displaced persons, local communities affected by the fighting, and the need for recovery and support are all major issues. While security forces focus on defeating extremists, the people who live in these areas must also be considered, and relief efforts are essential. And yes, once again, I urge you to like the video, subscribe, and share it with friends and family. Your support allows us to keep providing these in-depth, real-time updates. This story is also a lesson in strategy and intelligence. The Nigerian military's approach combines air power with ground operations and intelligence to target extremist networks. This multi-layered strategy is showing results, but it requires constant vigilance. Extremist groups adapt quickly, so the fight is far from over. The defeat of Iswap in Borno is a signal to everyone watching. Persistence, planning, and coordinated operations can bring tangible results. At the same time, we must remain cautious. Extremist groups are not completely defeated, and new threats can emerge if the focus is lost.